not attempt to adjust your dial. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at me. That's right. Doctor dee daddy day. Dee dee daddy day. These dudes know I'm hot, right? Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Look, shout out to Method Man, Redman, and Loaded Lux for Right. That song, if you ain't heard it, that song is still fire. It's old, but it's still fire. You know how we do kick and hip hop. 24/7. It's your boy Big Vern coming to you live from the App Stupid Studios. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. We covered earlier Pitt. Pitt went unmercifully and beat the brakes off of Syracuse. That was not pleasant to watch. That pretty much killed Kyle McCord's pro prospects ever. And what a dominant performance. So hats off to them and Pat Narduzzi for putting on a defensive clinic against the Syracuse Orangemen. So we go from the college ranks of football. Gonna talk some NBA. And it's no Zion, no problem. No Zion, no problem for the New Orleans Pelicans, and they make short work of the Bulls. Now, when I look at the Bulls, and the Bulls are fully on a rebuild. Of course, no more DeMar DeRozan. He's gone. They even gave away what's that? The bald-headed white dude. He played right side Lonzo Ball, and that guy. Yeah, they missing so many pieces. But I did not think Chicago was in a bad situation. I think they're playing outside their skill set. Chicago had taken 34 three-pointers. I don't know on that team who can shoot that many threes and who can make those three-pointers, because they only made 10 of those 34 threes. And I know you have to factor in deep shooting to even stay relevant or even stay competent in the NBA, but right now shooting 34 threes and only making 10, you all did not have the green light. That was not gonna happen. 68% from the free throw line, 17 of 25. What could you do with that? What could you do with that? And when you look at the turnovers, 21 turnovers. Come on. You had 21 turnovers and you gave up 60 points in the paint. That's how bad this thing got for the Chicago Bulls. And if I'm a Bulls fan, I know the first quarter started off, you felt encouraged because at the end of the first quarter, it was just 25-29. And you thought things were pretty much on the come up. But then you start having production where you fall apart after halftime and you come out opening the half with 25 points. This coming off a 33-point lead that you had built where you're like, okay, cool. We put together 58 points in that first quarter. We were ahead. 58, it was 58-59. You felt really good about this thing. And then bam, New Orleans, the Pelicans, they come right back out and they proceed to do you dirty. And you're just like, wow. If you're looking at Brandon Ingram, I detailed earlier in the year how Brandon Ingram, he wanted to remain in New Orleans, but the people in the higher ups, the GMs, they were saying that they needed to make the money fit. You see why you need to pay this man. 33 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 31 minutes. Very productive. And Ingram was on both sides of that. Like I said, he was on both sides of the ball playing. And y'all got him 23 shots. He was 13 of 23 from the field. So you got him the shots that he needed to be successful. He's looking like he's the star of the team. And I know they have Zion Williams, but you got to go ahead and account for who's out there playing right now. CJ McCollum, he proved that he was going to be worth the squeeze. He was 9 of 19. He had 2 rebounds and 5 assists for 23 points. And that was him playing 30 minutes. He was well within his skill set. He's not a point guard. He is a 2 guard. His bread and butter is coming off picks and screens and playing you into horrible shots and spots. That's what you need to go ahead and keep in your mind when you're dealing with CJ McCollum. Give me a quick 20. When we come back, we'll get back into this. This is Big Burn from an unofficial sponsor of the show. Drop the spot. Burger King. BK, have it your way because you rule. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local Burger King. If you have the app, they've got the limited time only, the cheesy tots, the things and rings, and your way meal. You can go ahead and combine anything from your Whopper Jr. to your 4-piece nugget, value fries, and cola. You can customize that order. You can do that all through the app. BK, have it your way, because you rule. Yeah, BK, get your Burger King for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not all in the same day. Break that up. BK, have it your way because you rule. So, again, remember, I think it was the other day when we covered Atlanta and Brooklyn and the fight down in the A, because the Georgia boys was ready. They was ready. They was not taking at Brooklyn. It's like, where Brooklyn at? Look, where Atlanta at? We want all the smoke. However, you had DeJounte Murray. Him and Trae Young, I didn't know how that was going to work because both of them are really ball dominant guards. So somebody had to go. And I think them letting Trae back into his normal position and seeing him back to where he was before DeJounte Murray he showed up, that was really telling. But not to say that Murray didn't have any skill, because his skill set required him to really dictate the flow of the game. And on 4 of 15 shooting, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, and 14 points, he had a double-double that night. And he's one of those guys, like I say, he's going to make his presence felt in a game, and he's going to be sustainable. And that's what you look for in guard play. I think the thing that stands out is that he's a guard who will rebound. Most guards, they don't actually penetrate and take it down and play in that big man area, whether I'm in the mid post or I'm down on the right and left blocks, or if I'm in the dead corner. Guys don't really get down there and like to earn that bread and butter. That's reserved for the guys who like to get out there and get in space. Now, tonight they play the Portland Trailblazers. That's a very young and athletic team. Also, it's in Portland in the Rose Garden. So it'll be good for CJ McCollum to come back and let the Portland faithful see him. He was one of the beloved players in that area in Rip City. So it's always good for him to go home. But when you had this Chicago Bulls game, you look for where you can get your inspiration from. Zach LaVine's going to score his points. Zach LaVine has proven that he is the dominant star of that ball club. But when you go up and down this roster, you're going to need to get him somebody else, because Nikola Vucevic, I mean, he was doing what he does as a big man. His field goals, he was 8 of 12 with 11 rebounds and 21 points. So that guy had a double-double and 1 assist. So they need more scoring. They need more opportunities. And because they've been following this moniker for so long of the baby Bulls, where are you going to go ahead and get more scoring from? Now, Josh Giddey, you all know how I feel about that dude. There's more young girls in Chicago. Allegedly. Okay, so he had 14 points, but he's going to shrink because his skill set, he really can't guard anybody. And what they were able to do with him in space, run him off picks, run him off certain sets, pick and pop, stick and dunk. And then he turns his head on defense. When he thinks his shot is going to go up, people actually cheat and take him backdoor. So that's something that I looked at and I was like, wait a minute, I just didn't see this, did I? But like I say, it is what it is. I know you can't face guard, but you got to have your head on a swivel. And I felt like Josh Giddey is a defensive liability. He's not that star that Chicago was thinking they were going to get. They were thinking, okay, we'll give up Caruso. That's who I was talking about earlier. We'll give up Caruso to get Giddey, and that hasn't panned out. So I don't know. The Chicago faithful, tonight you play the Bucks. There's no way in hell you're beating Milwaukee at home. Milwaukee is opening up at home, and they're going to bend you over and pull your pants down. Yo, give me a rap album. We'll close it out. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. It's your boy Big Vern. You know how we do. Promoting another rap album this month. Overcast. Cast Got Wings. In stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites on the album is Up, Pay Me a Grip, Caught Up, Beat It Up, and many more. Overcast, Cast Got Wings, in stores now. Yeah, shout out to Overcast, Oakland's home. Make sure y'all go get that. Pay Me a Grip. Pay Me a Grip. That was my jam. Yeah, but right now, New Orleans faithful. Let me know. Are you encouraged? Can they survive without Zion Williamson? And what does that look like? Also, Bulls, are you happy? It's Big Vern.